It took the jury about 90 minutes of deliberations to reach that verdict of not guilty, and it sparked a lot of emotion on both sides of the courtroom. When the defendant, IRS agent Larry Brown, heard those words, not guilty, he bowed his head. He was in tears. His defense team was holding him up. He eventually went over to his wife, gave her a hug. And the victim in this case, IRS agent Patrick Bauer, his family also in the courtroom, also breaking out in tears, extremely emotional and angry, shouting at Brown, saying that he killed their loved one and essentially got away with it. I want to give you a recap of this case. We do have some sketches of inside of the courtroom of these closing arguments. Brown was accused of shooting fellow IRS agent and friend Patrick Bauer during training at a federal gun range at a Phoenix prison in August 2023. The shooting happened inside a small building known as the Tower, and Bauer died at the hospital. The government says Brown broke firearm safety rules and acted negligently and recklessly. Prosecutors say the gun didn't just go off on its own, and say the only way this could have happened is if Brown removed his Glock from his holster, pointed it at Bauer, and then pulled the trigger. Court records say some of the victims' last words were, "Larry's an effing idiot." The government says the defendant is a use of force instructor and should have known better, and say he admitted that at the hospital the day of the shooting, he admitted that he should have known better. But the defense claims he didn't say that and the statement was not recorded. The defense argues we still don't know how and why this happened. Only the two agents involved were inside the tower at the time of the shooting. The defense says the prosecution left a lot of questions unanswered, citing inconsistencies and credibility concerns related to the investigation. The defense claims if the IRS had an emergency response plan at the gun range and first responders got to the scene quicker, Bauer may still be alive. They say because there was no plan, chaos and confusion delayed Bauer's arrival to the hospital by about 20 critical minutes. The prosecution calls all of that a distraction and says the defense is splitting hairs and trying to shift the blame. The government says even if Brown did not kill Bauer on purpose, it's still a crime. Meanwhile, the defense says not all accidents are criminal. And it seems that, the jury sided with the defense here, agreeing that not all accidents are crimes. I just spoke with defense attorney Jason Lamb a couple of minutes ago, and he said there really are no winners in this case. It is such a tragedy. Reporting live, Michaela Marshall for Arizona's Family.